Donald J. Trump.
Oh yes, Daddy.
No, Caillou! What is going on, Yates Nation? Yes, I am back home from my trip from Los Angeles. It was amazing. I had a really great time. But yes, I'm back home, which means back on the grind. Back creating a lot of content for you guys. I'm focusing on new content for you guys. So bear with me kind of within this week. I'm going to be back and forth with some stuff. But yesterday, guys, the President of the United States of America, Donald J. Trump, tweeted yesterday, July 26, 2017, after consultation with my generals and military experts, please be advised that the United States government will not accept or allow transgender individuals to serve in any capacity in the U.S. military. Our military must be focused on decisive and overwhelming victory and cannot be burdened with the tremendous medical costs and disruption that transgender in the military would entail. Thank you. What the absolute fuck, Donald? When I first saw these tweets, I was absolutely infuriated, and so were a lot of people. I mean, there are some people that are for it, but I'm pretty sure there are some people that are for it, but there are a lot more people that are against it. A lot of the people that are against this decision, which everyone should be because it's totally unfair and just not reasonable, come from the likes of celebrities and other YouTubers like myself. These people include Seth Rogen, Caitlyn Jenner, Sprouse, Lauren Jauregui, Caylen, Zendaya, Sam Pottorff, Big Nick, official Bradlee, and Keemstar himself, guys. But before I go into talking about what these social media influencers have said about Donald Trump's decision, I'm going to give you guys a brief opinion of what I think of the whole situation. I think it's totally bullshit and it's fucked up, and I think that anyone that is willing to serve for the country should be able to serve for the country, no matter religion, sexual orientation, or sexual identity. If you want to serve in the military and can pass all the physical tests that you need to pass in order to be a part of the military, you should be able to fight for your country. And that's why it's totally BS and not fair that transgender people cannot fight for the country. It's not like they were just chosen to fight for the country. It's one's own fucking decision if they want to fight for the country or if they don't. And to say that transgender people cannot fight for the country because of fucking medical costs? What the fuck, Donald? I'm just absolutely infuriated because according to this tweet, the military spends $84 million a year on erectile dysfunction like medicine, like Viagra and shit. Why are they even spending money on erectile dysfunction medicine? Who the fuck knows? Apparently it helps with like post-traumatic stress disorder and a bunch of other shit that soldiers come out with after being in the military. It's like for physical shit. I don't really understand that. I don't understand how it helps with that. All I know is that it helps with getting a boner and lasting longer. But then this tweet reads, transgender health costs only $8.4 million fucking dollars. That's 1 fucking tenth of what the military spends on erectile fucking dysfunction medicine. Tell me that's not fucked up, cause that's fucked up. Like, only $8.4 million. The US government are spending money on random shit that's not even gonna help the damn country. Like, why not take money from all that shit and put it into other stuff? But no, Donald Trump decides to cut the costs on transgender medical costs when he can be cutting costs of other stupid and irrelevant things that the government are spending money on. Even Donald and his family's own vacation costs. According to these facts here, Obama only had like 12 million annual travel costs, while Donald Trump has like over 200 million or some shit like that. And with this $8.7 million that they're now saving by not allowing trans people to serve in the military. Where the fuck are they putting this money into? Where? I do not know. Please tell me where they're gonna put it into. Are they gonna put it into buying more erectile dysfunction meds? I don't fucking know. So that's basically my opinion on the whole situation. I literally respect the fuck out of the LGBT plus community. I legit don't get why some people think it's okay to bash and hate on somebody in the LGBT plus community, because we're all fucking equal. We're all human beings. It just pisses me off how some people can legit hate people because of their sexual identity, sexual orientation, religion, all that. It's like we're all equal. We're all human beings. If you're transphobic, look at this picture. Exactly. Which one is trans? You know, apparently it matters when they're living, but you know, you can't tell from this because, you know, they're dead. They're in a coffin. But guess what? They've served your fucking country. This doesn't just go with trans people. It goes for the rest of the LGBT community. Treat one another equally, please. But that's basically my opinion on this whole situation. Let's see what these celebrities and other YouTubers and social media influencers have said about the situation. Seth Rogen, my boy Seth Rogen, quote tweeted Ivanka Trump's tweet from the 1st of June of this year, 2017, which read, "I am proud to support my LGBTQ friends and the LGBTQ Americans who have made immense contributions to our society and economy." Seth Rogen quote tweeted that saying, "I'm starting to think they don't know what these letters actually stand for." My boy being straight up honest. Cole M. Sprouse tweeted, "Don't let Donald Trump, who spent his life avoiding armed combat, try and define the image of bravery." And along with this tweet, he tweeted a picture of classification history of Donald J. Trump avoiding armed combat. July 28th, 1964. Registrant deferred because of activity in study. And according to how many times this phrase comes up within these dates, and right there it totally entails how much Donald has avoided like armed combat training, and it's crazy. It's crazy to see how many times he's avoided it. And basically from an activity in study, what exactly was he doing? I do not know. Lauren Jauregui tweets, "Trans rights are human rights. I pray for the day this world is rid of cruel leaders like you who are not for the people." Damn. So like I said, a lot of likes of celebrities. There's been a lot of YouTubers that have said their word on the situation as well, including JC Caylen saying, "What the fuck is up with our president? All people are created equally." That is absolutely true, JC. Respects to you. And we have Zendaya here saying, "Repost, repost, repost. Trans people are not a burden. They aren't a burden whatsoever." That's what Donald tweeted in these tweets. "Cannot be burdened with the tremendous medical costs and disruption that transgender in the military would entail." Wait, actually, looking back at this motherfucking tweet, that tremendous medical costs and disruption. Donald Trump literally just stated in this tweet, that's not just medical costs, that's the issue, but it's also disruption. I'm infuriated right now. Sam Pottorff, another YouTuber, tweeted, "Being what/who you want to be does not make you lesser of a person." Absolutely true. So much respect for you, Sam, for tweeting this. And another YouTuber, Big Nick, tweets, "Fuck Donald Trump. I hate him with a passion. I hope they strip away your rights for being a wrinkly orange pig." Damn, the savagery in that tweet. I can't even handle that. But that's pretty much true. I don't really like how he tweeted wrinkly orange pig, but you know, he's infuriated. For the most part, when people are infuriated, they tend to say some vigorous and hateful things, but Big Nick is furiated, and he has a fucking right to be furiated. Big Nick has the right to be furiated over this whole thing, as he quote tweets Ivanka Trump's tweet saying, "Well, your stupid fucking dad disagrees. Thanks for making my transgender younger sister grow up in fear." Disgusting. I don't really keep tabs on people. I didn't even know that Big Nick actually had a younger sister who is transgender, and I respect that so much. I respect Nick so much for having the back of his younger sister. Like, that means so much. Family is family, and family fights for family. I fight for my family, you know. I have my back. I have my family's back. And I respect that so much. And also, one of my very good friends, who is also transgender himself, tweeted, "Donald Trump can kiss my transgender fucking ass." My boy, Sam Collins, fucking respects to you, dude. And last but not least, we have a video from the man himself, Keemstar. I know there's a lot of people that hate him and he has a lot of supporters, but that's besides the point. When I watched this video for the first time, I respect Keemstar for putting out this video because it's straight facts and straight honesty, and that's what I like to see. But this is what Keemstar had to say.
First off, let me start off by saying I'm a Trump supporter. I supported Trump for president and endorsed him in 2014. I think Trump is an amazing president, and I think Trump is doing great stuff for our country. However, I don't agree with everything Trump does and everything Trump says, because if I were to agree with everything that Trump says, that wouldn't make me a human anymore. I would be a sheep. And I know there are people out there that disagree with everything Trump says and disagrees with everything Trump does, and you're not human either. You're a sheep. On this issue of trans people not being allowed to fight for our country, I disagree. Any American that is willing to go into a war zone and fight for me and fight for my freedom, I support. Now, I do understand the military's point of view. Trans people have a lot of mental baggage. I mean, how could they not? And let's face it, trans people are a distraction in society. But if a trans person gets put into a unit, into a military unit, you know, that distraction can't last more than a couple days. Once these men and women are out there, you know, fighting together as a unit, I would imagine that distraction of someone being trans would disappear quickly. Coming out and saying that trans people are just not allowed in the military at all is wrong. It's just wrong. There should be a compromise. There should be a way that trans people can fight for our country in some capacity.
So basically what Keemstar stated in that video is that he is a Trump supporter. Hey, nothing wrong. If you support Trump, nothing wrong with you. But you can't just support everything that he does. Legit, if you think everything he does is right and nothing's wrong, you're a sheep. And if you're hating on Trump and everything that he says and does, you hate on, you're a sheep. And he also states that anyone that wants to serve for the military, you should let them serve. Like, if someone is risking their life to basically save yours, an American's life, let them serve for the United States of America. And then he goes on to stating, which I know a lot of trans people and trans supporters, when they first heard this, were infuriated, but he explains himself afterwards. It's that trans people are a distraction in society. When I first heard those words, I was infuriated myself. Looking back at this whole world is so judgmental. This whole world is so judgmental. We are literally born into a judgmental society. I broadcast on Musically's broadcast Snap Lively, and there are like a lot of younger kids that watch and all that. But hey, you know, I broadcast to whoever supports me, and no matter what age you are, hey, that's cool. If you support me, okay? No matter what age someone is, if they support me, I'm fine with that. But you know, there's a lot of young kids on that app, and there's a lot of people that come into my broadcast. There's a lot of young kids coming in, you know, like bashing on me, trying to hate me, and insulting me by calling me gay. And that just shows me how much of an impact that society has on young kids, and even parents' opinions too. Parents should be teaching their kids that at the end of the day, we're all human beings, we're all equal, and no one should be treated unfairly. Keemstar goes to saying that trans people could very well be a distraction, I guess like in the training process and all that. But when you're out fighting in a war, no one's gonna be thinking about that. Their adrenaline's high as fuck. They're gonna be fighting for their fucking lives and America's lives too. Like, they're gonna be fighting for their lives and their fellow Americans' lives as well. They're not gonna be caring who they're fighting with. All they care is about who they're fighting against and winning the fucking war. But let me know what you guys think about all of this down in the comments. I would love to hear you guys' opinions. I am absolutely infuriated myself. It's just totally unfair, totally bullshit. And yo, news has recently broke that the US transgender military ban appears to take Pentagon by surprise, which Trump stated in his tweets that after consultation with my generals and military experts, which means Trump blatantly lied in his tweets. This article, which I will link down in the description, states President Trump's announcement that transgender people can no longer serve in the US military was met with surprise and confusion, even with the Department of Defense headquarters. That is absolutely big, guys. Defense Secretary James Mattis is on fucking vacation. This man is on vacation. And Donald comes out with this shit. But was consulted on the matter, officials said. Okay, I guess the Defense Secretary was consulted on the matter, even though he's on vacation. That's what it states here. I'm not exactly sure. And scrolling down in this article, we can find a statement from Captain Jeff Davis, the Pentagon spokesperson himself, which reads, "We refer all questions about the President's statements to the White House. We will continue to work closely with the White House to address the new guidance provided by the Commander-in-Chief on transgender individuals serving the military. We will provide revised guidance to the department in the near future." So I damn hope that the Pentagon is working closely with Donald J. Trump on his decision to ban transgender individuals from serving in the military. I damn hope they are. But yes, I would love to hear what you guys think about this down in the comments. And I respect everyone's decision. If you're against it, I respect it. If you're for it, I respect it, but as long as you can back it up. But if your reasoning of this decision is because you hate the LGBT plus community, fuck you. Have a nice day. Peace, love, respect. That's the motto. I'll catch you in the next video.